Hey everyone, welcome to your week 3 yoga practice. The focus for today's practice is on cultivating gratitude and mostly joy in the body, in the mind, in the heart. And so we're gonna have kind of a fun practice today and experiment with some non-posture like postures, we'll call them. So we're actually gonna start standing. So if you want to just stand at the front of your mat or somewhere on your mat, and we're going to be working with this breath called the breath of joy. And this breath is, I highly recommend doing it whenever you feel down, if you need like a little pick-me-up, and hopefully you'll experience it right now when we practice it together. So I'm going to demonstrate it, and then when you feel like you're ready to give it a try, just join us and come along for the ride. So this breath of joy goes like this. You go inhale, inhale, inhale. So it's like 3 sniffs, and then exhale, you toss your body forward. You're gonna bend your knees and toss the arms. Let your head kind of hang, and you'll swing back up. Inhale, exhale, through the mouth as you toss forward. Okay? So Michelle's gonna keep doing this breath. I'm just gonna mention a couple things. If you have any kind of back or neck issues, you're gonna wanna kind of gently take your body forward, but it's ideal for you to actually kind of toss yourself forward. So remember, the knees can bend, your feet can be separate, and you wanna throw those arms. You're kind of tossing away the stress, right? And it's 3 active sniffs. It's kind of like you're orchestrating a band, right? Good, let's do 2 more of those. Good, and then just breathe in, lift, and exhale, let your arms release, and just take a moment to stand and feel that energy. All right, you can come back to your ujjayi breathing if you'd like, slow things down. The movement of the arms along with that, the 3 sniff in, it's very energizing, but it starts to work with the energy of your heart center and opens that up and lightens that up, that area of the heart. Good. Now step your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, maybe about mat width apart, and then just start to swing your body from side to side. Swing your body loosely from side to side. Let your gaze follow the arms, and you can also kind of move all the way down into your feet if you'd like. And however you want to breathe with this is fine. If your arms kind of want to flap across your low back, giving your kidneys a little pound, that's great. The idea of these kind of opening movements that are a little bit more loosey-goosey is that they help us loosen up. They help us let loose, be free, feel that fluid quality of joy inside of us. Let's take a few more rounds of this. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. If you want more intensity, you would bend your elbows like goalpost arms. That makes the twist through the upper back a little bit more intense. And then just slow it down. Stop putting energy behind it until your body becomes still. Take a moment here feeling that. If you'd like, again, you can close your eyes, just draw in a nice deep breath. In and out. Great. And then the last kind of silly exercise I'm going to have you do is you can stand, again, you might want to adjust your feet a little bit, but you're just going to start to bounce your heels. And you might want your knees to be a little bit soft as you bounce your heels. And you want this bouncing to move through your whole body. And then you can start to, if you want to amp it up a little bit, you could even start to kind of like hop a little bit. See, it's joy bubbling out of Michelle. You can shake your arms, shake off any stress that you are carrying. Feels so good. Now, if you have a bun in your hair like me, you're gonna have to just let your hair go. Shake, shake, shake. This is actually good to do for like 5 minutes to actually like really shake off any stress that you're carrying. And it will kind of uncover what's beneath it, which is usually joy, because that's part of our natural self. It's our nature. But we're just doing a short practice today, so let's just hop for about 5 more seconds. So if you really have to get it out, you can shake your legs, or shake your tail, or your belly, whatever it is. And then just slow all that shaking down. If you lost your ponytail holder, you can fix your hair again. And kind of just check in. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your heart maybe has sped up a little bit. Getting that blood circulating also frees up all those kind of heavy blockages that weigh us down, keep us from our joy. Good. So have your feet about a hip distance apart and bring your hands to your heart. And let's take a breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, dive over your thighs. Let yourself kind of curl in here at the bottom, and we're going to hang out here for just about 3 to 4 breaths. You can let your head hang, and if your body needs movement still, it's perfectly fine to rock a little side to side. You could also have your knees deeply bent, whatever feels good for you. Good. Take one more nice deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then breathe in, lift your chest, lengthen out your spine, and step your left foot way back. So you're coming into a lunge here, but what we're going to be doing is walking our hands to the left and coming into a wide spread forward fold. So when you first arrive here, just kind of check in with your feet, make sure they're lined up, and then soften your body forward. Just feel that for a moment. So we created a lot of movement with those first few made-up postures. I was almost going to call them magic postures. We'll call them magic postures instead. So now you're kind of finding stillness. Breathe out here. And then as you inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine, look forward. And then we're going to do what we're going to be the yogi ninja. So you're going to shift your hips to one side, bending one knee, and then shift your hips to the other side, bending the opposite knee. Go back and forth like that a few times, and you can stay up high with both feet planted, or you can drop down quite low, and you might be lifting the toes of the straight leg and the heel of the bent knee. Just kind of move at your own pace. You can always hang out on one side a little bit longer if it feels good. Good. And then come all the way back through center. And you might have to adjust your feet a little bit here. And again, just hang forward. Take one more deep breath in. Lift your chest. Good. And then as you exhale, let's walk the hands around towards the front of the mat and just bend into that front knee. So you're in a little lunge position. And let's tap the left knee down onto the mat and lean into the hips a little bit. You could rock a little bit side to side here, and you could stay here. You could stay low or press down and lift up into a low crescent lunge. Just kind of let your shoulders relax back and down as you gaze up. Maybe put a smile on your face. There's actually scientific research where just by smiling, even if you're not feeling happy, but by turning the corners of your mouth up, you can shift your energy. Breathe out, release, take your hands down, tuck those back toes, step into downward facing dog. Now here in down dog, before we take that second side lunge, I'm going to have you bend both knees, and you're just going to do like a little bunny hop. You're just going to bend your knees and then hop up and down, hop up and down, and just do that a few times. Just kind of play with it. If you feel really confident and you want to lift up even higher, you could try to kick your butt with your feet and maybe float for a moment upside down and handstand. Good. And then just pause, breathe out, breathe in, and then exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat and drop your right knee. Come into a lunge. Maybe rocking a little bit side to side. Go ahead, stay low or lift your arms. Take a breath in. Melt your shoulders, let your heart open. And this time maybe put a smile on your face and your heart. So imagine, what would your heart look like right now if it was smiling? And then breathe out, release. Take your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Step into your down dog again. Take a few of those little hops. Up and down. Up and down. Maybe you kick your butt. You could also do like a one-legged hop. You could try alternating your legs, doing like a little hop. Free-spirited hop. You kind of think about that. Doesn't have to look good. Right, and then settle back down and come into plank. So breathe in, come forward to your plank pose. And you can drop your knees if you need to. Exhale, come all the way down to your belly. So point your toes back and then breathe in, curl up into a cobra pose. Let's just hold here and breathe. Hugging the elbows in, hugging the shoulders in, lengthening the legs, engaging the thighs. This gentle back bend. Draw your body all the way up through up dog if that feels right for you. And then we're just going to lift our hips and draw all the way back through child's pose, letting the back release. Good. And then just soften here so you can really just let your body relax. Close your eyes, maybe even exhaling through an open mouth. Good. So we're going to do one more kind of heart-opening posture, and then we'll be winding things down, getting ready for our Shavasana. We're going to move into camel pose. So you can roll up onto your shin bones. And there's lots and lots of variations for camel pose, so please don't push yourself beyond your limits. Just do what you can. So you're going to want to come up onto your shin bones, have your knees hip distance apart, and you can take your hands, I'll show from behind here. You're going to take your hands to your low back, and you can just press into your sacrum. Roll the shoulders back, press your elbows together, and expand your heart. Let your tail root down. This might be as far as you go, right? And you can keep your chin towards your chest. If you feel like, maybe I can go back a little bit further, tuck your toes and just kind of rock back and see if you can actually find your heels. Take hold of your heels, and you might still keep your chin on your chest here, or if it feels okay, you can stretch your head and let it go all the way back. Now, I can still talk with my head back because this isn't straining me, right? So find your variation. Michelle's kind of in a halfway place with the hands on the low back. Yep. And you'll feel that opening of the heart. You want to keep pressing your hips forward, your belly forward, your heart lifts. Take one more deep breath. And then just sit yourself down onto your heels. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. Usually after camel pose, even if you're not going very deep into that posture, you're going to feel that the heart energy has kind of, it like gets really heightened for a few moments. So you want to slow your breath down and just kind of let that area start to settle. Clearing out that heart space so it can be filled with joy and gratitude. All right, so let's come down onto our backs, and I'm going to have you hug your knees into your chest. you can rock from side to side, just releasing out your back. And then go ahead and reach down and just grab your feet and pull your feet together, and then pull your feet towards your belly. Your knees go out wide. Try to melt your low back, your shoulders into your mat. And then from here, if you'd like, happy baby pose. So you're going to take the feet towards the sky, press your knees towards the earth, and you can rock from side to side. And I love that this pose is called happy baby, right? So put a smile in your heart, or let your belly smile, massaging across that low back. And then as you breathe out, you can bring your feet all the way back in. Draw your knees back together. Stretch your left leg out and keep your right knee in towards your chest. And we're going to take this into a twist. So you're going to reach your right arm out in line with your shoulder, and then just draw the right knee over to the left side of your body. Gaze towards your right hand. Close your eyes if you'd like. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, relax. Come back through center. And switch sides. Draw your left knee in, reach your right leg out long, take a deep breath. And then twisting, reaching that left knee over to the right, and you can gaze towards your left. Breathing into your belly. Let your shoulders drop down as you exhale. Good. And then breathe in, come all the way back up through center. Hug both knees into your chest. See if there's anything else that your body needs, anything else that would make your body happy. And if so, go ahead and give yourself that, and then stretch out and find your final posture, Shavasana. And again, get comfy. So add blankets, bolsters, props, whatever you might need. And as you arrive in your Shavasana, the eyes can come to close. Let your whole body breathe in. Let your whole body breathe out. And letting that energy of joy and gratitude kind of infuse every cell of your body. And then again, you're always welcome to keep resting, right? Take more time in Shavasana if you need it. Otherwise, begin to deepen your breath. Stretch out your body. Ease yourself off to one side. Rising up when you're ready and just having a seat on your mat. And as we close practice today, just see if inside yourself you can feel one place in your body where joy exists. And even if you're in a bad mood, joy still exists inside of you someplace. It's just a matter of shifting your attention. So just see if there's one place inside of you where you know for sure joy exists in this moment, and maybe you can feel it kind of bubbling up inside of you. soak that in, right? Take that in. And let's gather our palms together at the front of the chest. Have a gorgeous rest of your day. Namaste.